Hi, my lovely people. Section 107 fair use allows us to talk about it, and that's what we are here to do. Please do not go out of your way to dislike anybody we talk about in these videos. They are for entertainment and reaction purposes only. They are my opinion and my opinion only. Oh, delicious Denise, delicious Denise. Now, how ironic that name is by when you look at her, I already know. But this is a new woman that I want to introduce to you guys. See if you guys watch her. See if you guys are familiar with her. Now, when I first came across Delicious Denise, she had come up in the feed. You know, if you're watching somebody live and you swipe up, it'll show you other people live. When I first saw her and I saw that she kind of had like a missing little finger or whatever, and she was in her car and she was talking about her and her girls being homeless and about how she was a widow, I kind of felt bad for her. So every now and then I would check back in on her. And then I started seeing people reacting on her, and I love to watch the reactions, because after a while you start to catch on to that this is some kind of scam. Now, let me just tell y'all, I was not even going to react on Delicious Denise until last week, right? Until last week, when she got out here on a begging marathon. I was keeping up with it. This woman was going live 3-4 times a day for hours at a time to try and get people to buy things off of Amazon registry for her kids' clothes. Then she would add to boot, who wants to buy us dinner? Then she added on top of that, hey, we need money to pay for our hotel room. She was trying to raise over $300 to get a week in a hotel room or keep paying for the room. It was a mess, y'all. So let me tell y'all a little bit about Denise that I've gathered, right? Denise was once married. Her husband passes away. She blames that on being why she was, not self-efficient, okay? But my thing about it, there's a lot of people out here that don't necessarily have to pass away. They can split up. They can move out. They can do whatever it is that they do, and they still have to stand on their own 2 feet. So as his wife, you should have had a backup plan knowing that your husband was sick. But either here nor there, she is fully able-bodied to get out and get a job and to work and to support her children and herself. She tries to use that, she does have one finger that looks like it was amputated due to some kind of infection. She's trying to use that as a disability. But honey, if it's not a disability to where you cannot work and do something, you can still do something with one missing finger. There are people out here that work with missing limbs, honey, like a whole arm missing, a whole leg missing. So it is what it is, right? Now, we've seen her drive her car around town and beg for gas, beg for money, beg for hotel rooms. She's asked people for deposits on apartments, and then they give her the money and she still does somehow not get the apartment and somehow keeps the money that they've given her for deposit, first month's rent. I mean, it's a mess. But last week, guys, if you have never seen this woman, go and check her out first off. But last week it was really sad. She was going live back to back for a whole week just begging. She would get on here and she would say, we have an Amazon registry going on. I need you guys to go and buy the girls' clothes. People were buying school clothes. People were buying school supplies. Then she changes it at the last minute to say that, well, my one daughter, she has to wear a school uniform. So now I need to update the registry and I need you guys to go buy all the school uniforms. Then no sooner than people start trying to help her with the uniforms, she was on here saying that she needed to raise $300 to stay another week in a hotel. And everybody is like, wait a minute, girl, you sitting over here, you smoking cigarettes back to back, you drinking Pepsi, you living it up. Why don't you have no kind of money? Where's your YouTube money going? When you make money off YouTube, and she is monetized, by the way, let me tell y'all that, and she does get decent views, that check should go to her paying rent immediately for the whole month in that hotel, motel, wherever she is staying. But how do you run out of food? How do you not have school clothes money? How do you not have money for everyday things? How do you not have money to stay where you are? But you never go without a cigarette. You never go without a Pepsi. You don't go without the things that you live your day-to-day life on, but you want everybody else to take care of you. When I tell y'all, the reason I made this video, because the amount of people that call themselves mommy vlogging channels that have been over in this sector, it has now turned into the mommy begging sector. It is ridiculous here on YouTube. YouTube has become a crutch for these so-called mommies, right? Instead of going and get a job and figuring out the way most of us have to do, these women get on here, they beg their subscribers, they get on here and beg people on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. They beg everybody. And then the people that give in and feel sorry, or the new people who don't do their research on them and think, oh, wow, this is just them going through something terrible. Help them and it becomes a crutch. Then they just rely on it. What person in the real world or out here, oh, well, I'm going to depend on my subscribers to pay my rent, to buy my children's school clothes, to buy me dinner, to help me with groceries? Like, seriously, who does it? Now, I started reacting on her. I'll put her in here and there. You guys have to let me know down in the comments if you want to keep reacting on her, if you know about her, or if you're going to go and check her out. And then we can kind of add her into the rotation. I just wanted to introduce her. It is a whole mess. Please go check it out and get informed and get caught up. And we will talk about this just a little bit more. I'll see you guys down in the comments.